Hello and welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about counter cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. This is episode 117. If you're new, welcome. I hope you like what you see. Maybe you're enabled a little bit, and come back and visit again. Ring the bell, all the things. If you're returning, thank you so much. I enjoy all the comments. I try to answer everybody. Some weeks it's just a heart to let you know I did see it, and sometimes I do answer. Yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love that you share with me on this channel. It's been a week. Last week, as you know, I was busy with my grandson. His preschool was closed for spring break. By the end of the week, my husband and I were pretty exhausted. We did take him to the zoo on Friday, which was such a mistake. The Cincinnati Zoo is usually very busy. And when we got off the exit, and we were still 1.2 miles from the zoo entrance, and we were in bumper to bumper traffic, I knew it was going to be crazy busy. And saying that, the Cincinnati Zoo is in the middle of the city. I'm not sure how old the zoo is, but it's been in the middle of the city for 100 years. So a lot of that is one lane anyway, but still, 1.2 miles took us about 35-40 minutes to get to the parking lot, and we were able to get a parking spot, which, many others after us were not. And it was crazy busy because it was Good Friday, schools were closed, people were on vacation, etc. But as crazy as it was, there was never a time when my grandson couldn't get right up to the front and see things. So, but it's just keeping track of him in the midst of all the crowd, that was kind of nerve-wracking. So we saw about half the zoo, maybe, not even. We did, if you know about our hippos here in Cincinnati, Fiona was very famous because she was a premature hippo, and her father died, and they got a new father, or a new male, Tucker, and Tucker and BB just had a new little one, Fritz, who, he's not that little anymore, but he's still little. I think he just turned a year old. So they were all out, which was fun. BB and Fritz were up on the land on surface, and Fiona and Tucker were swimming around in the water. So that was fun. That was the first time I've seen all four. But yeah, so we didn't stay as long as we could have, because he loves to walk, and so that's not a bad thing, but Grandma just got a little fried and hangry. So we went home, and then we had a quiet weekend. Mostly. We actually did a 3-hour drive up to near Cleveland. We stayed overnight in Amish country because I had an order for vinyl for my bags that I was picking up at Zink's. And I'm sorry if you can hear the thunder. I didn't film last night, and I wonder if you can hear that. That's some roll of thunder. Oof. Goodness. I don't hear any tornado sirens, so I don't think it's anything else but thunder. Wow. That was a long roll. Anyway, 5 minutes in, let's get on to stitching. So, March recap. March stitching challenge. I started out with 8 pieces that I wanted to focus on for the month of March. My very first one, We Should Be Friends. If you weren't here last week, I did finish that. So there's that. All done by Tiny Modernist. All the called for colors except for the flesh, which is Almond M&M Silks. And that was done on Coconut Shell by Be Stitch Me. The second piece that I had put up that went out of the voting right away, but I finished this week, was Stitching by the Sea by Emily Call Designs. She is all done. I used the called for colors except for her hair, which is Live and Die LA's Smack the Jellyfish. I did satin stitch on the floss that she's holding. I actually switched colors. This color should be for this, and this should be for the fish. But I thought everything was kind of bright, so I wanted my fish in the hoop to be a little brighter. The only thing I might change, and I have to look through my things, is being that she's a mermaid. I want to see if I can add maybe some gold filament to the crown. I didn't have it when I worked on it. And if I've got any pearl beads, add to the crown. If I do that, I will come back and show you. But that's a later time thing before I finish it. And I'm not sure how I'm going to finish it yet. She was finished in a Chantel stand-up box thing, but I don't know. I have to talk with Barbara at Keepsakes for ideas. The third thing I did not finish, but I put a whole lot more. The Flower Fairy by Stitchy Princess. She was the winner, one of the winners for the final round, like We Should Be Friends. And I put a whole lot more work into her this week. So I will hold her up close because I know it's kind of difficult to see on the fabric. So the fairy is finished completely now. I got the thing in the, except no, her mouth. I forgot to put in her mouth. I will do that. But I finished all over here, and this whole side is complete. So now I will work this way and finish this side. So I made some final decisions. I pulled out a darker yellow because I'm trying to keep it, if you haven't been with me, I picked these colors because Stitchy Princess is in Ukraine. She's living through the war still there. I was stitching it. I purchased it to help support her. And so yeah, I was trying to add more Ukrainian colors. So up here, you've got the blues and yellows with the white. Because her colors originally were more salmon, orangey, which is not really my color choice anyway. So I will continue working on her and see. So, I mean, there's small motifs here and then this big motif. So I think if I put some time in on her this week, I could get her done. So that would be nice. I would like another finish. Because on Easter I had a start. So we got to balance that out. I've had 2 finishes and 1 start this week. For Easter Sunday, Teresa Kogut had put out a freebie, He Loves Us, and I just thought that was so pretty. I pulled all the called for colors, and this is where I got to. This is a fiber on a whim. I believe it's 32 count. Might be 28. Let's see. Nope, it's 28 count. So I did not have the called for purple there, so I pulled out, it's supposed to be, for DMC, it's supposed to be 38, 34. I'm using 38, 35 because that was what I could find. So yeah, so that was very pretty, and I will continue working on that. Probably work on it throughout the month. I don't think I'm going to necessarily put that away, even though, you know, Easter is over. Then the other exciting news. So last Monday, I told you that Ymir from Almond M&M's had started racing. She started from the Santa Monica Pier in LA and was running from there, yes, running, from there to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign in Las Vegas, Nevada. She had hoped to do it in 4 days. She started off strong Tuesday or Monday. Unfortunately, Tuesday, she started to have some problems. She continued her journey, though. She did not give up. And Sunday morning, she made it to the Las Vegas sign. So she and her team persevered. She had some great guys with her from her running club in the Bronx, New York. And they went through all the weather. The entire weather for the year, they made it through. It was sunny and warm. It was cold, cold, cold. It snowed. It rained. You name it, they had it. I think there was even a dust storm, someone said. So she persevered. She made it. I'm looking forward to when she does her next floss tube to hear her side of the whole journey. We talked to her after she finished. There was a group of us on chat, and she jumped on while she was in the car on the way to her hotel. She was hoarse. She was tired, but she was so happy. And I have run 5Ks, believe it or not. I haven't in a few years. I really need to get back to it. And I know that last 200 feet, when you can run to that finish line and you're done, and it's just such an amazing feeling. So, congratulations, Ymir. We stitched many evenings, and I had pulled out, because I had done a color conversion on this, hands-on to design, stitched some happy, and here is where I am now. So I've got the top half done. So I got all the X's, stitch, and some, and next time I work on it, I'll start the banner for happy and get those bottom X's in. So some of the colors that I'm using, the actual on stitch was not an Almond M&M silk. That was actually a Dyeing for Sass silk. And if you're interested in knowing more about Dyeing for Sass, she has a Patreon. I did have a forbidden fiber in here. The green is a forbidden fiber. And then we've got these two are Almond M&Ms. This one is an Almond M&Ms. The gray is an Almond M&Ms. So, beautiful colors. Enjoying stitching on that, and looking forward to getting some more progress on it. So, who knows? Maybe next week I'll come at you with another finish. Wouldn't that be great? I don't know which one. Hopefully the flower fairy. I don't have any haul this week, but I do have some Stitchy Kindness. I got home one day and there was a package on my front steps from Pumpkin Creek Primitives. And I was very confused. My husband's like, it looks like patterns. I'm like, but I already got my order from Bobby. And so I opened it up, still very confused. And there were 2 patterns inside. And one was Erin Elizabeth Designs Cat Tier. This was a new one that came out at Market. Isn't that cute? And then from the work basket, Quaker Cat and Mouse. Look at those 2. Look at this cat. Oh my goodness. My cat Chris is orange, so this is, I believe this is an older one. Yeah, this one's from 2007. But isn't that great? So I messaged Bobby as I'm starting to log into my account, thinking I don't remember ordering these. I'm like, thank you, I got the package today. She's like, look at the card. I'm like, look at the card. So attached to, she always sends a little packet of candy. There's a card, and on the back it says, love, Christine. So my wonderful friend Christine, who is the apothecary stitcher on Flosstube and Instagram, she missed Christmas, she missed my birthday. She had some time, she pulled some things out, and for all of our friends, she sent us each something from Bobby. So Christine, you are amazing. Thank you so much. I love them. I can't wait to start them. I think once I start finish Flower Fairy, I will start. And Christine is also a runner, and she's going to be doing a 10K, half marathon, soon. I believe it's April 20th. So I think a bunch of us are going to get together and are going to start one of the patterns that she gave us while she runs her marathon or half marathon. So be looking for that start. So I really got to get that Flower Fairy done. So that's done. And I could probably get one of the other 2 done too if I just sit and do it. Last night was not a stitchy night. That's why I didn't film on the Monday. I was just in a mood. You know, sometimes you just sit on the couch and play on a video game. It is what it is. Rosie, our young kitten that we adopted, is in heat. So that's been an experience. I waited too long to get her to the vet. So we'll be taking care of that. She went to the vet yesterday morning. They wanted to see her because she had been astray. They wanted to see her, make sure she had immunizations before we took her in for surgery. So next Tuesday. So hopefully this cycle will end and be done before I take her in, because I have to be in the room with her. If I'm not in the room with her, then she starts that whole yowling, calling thing. It's fun. I love her. She'll be fine. So on that note, that's about all I have to say. I will see you hopefully all on Monday. And have a great week.